Welcome to PWCI. This week I'm the Mad Conservative Crime Fighter, and this is our final week here at ACW Wisconsin Midwest Gaming Classic. And I don't know what I'm going to feature next week. You know, I'm probably going to have to air 10-year-old footage again. Well, entering the ring is Justin Dredd, and nothing spectacular about his ring gear. Dressed in all black, and I guess not a happy person. I don't know why they call any title a World Heavyweight title if it's only defended in one state or one country. I mean, this title is obviously only defended in Wisconsin, and ACW Wisconsin only runs in Wisconsin. Just saying. Adam Grayson, he picks up the Midwest Gaming Classic Heavyweight title. But anyway, two new talents I have not seen on this program, not seen in person. Adam Grace and Justin Dredd. Adam Grace has held the title for quite a long time. Scheduled to defend his title the last show of 2021. But back in November, Justin Dredd gets a title opportunity here in Milwaukee at the Midwest Gaming Classic. Claims to be disregarded, but and Grace nailed from behind by Justin Dredd. Stomps him in the corner. Goes for the cover. One. Gears winding down, and in a couple of weeks I'm going to have to, I've got to figure out what the top 10 stories of the year are. The St. Louis wrestling community here in review show, either the couple of days before New Year's or the week after New Year's. I will be airing that program. I only have half the list. It's been kind of a slow news year. Here comes Adam Grace. Slingshot over the top. Takes down Justin Dredd. And Adam Grace throws him back in the ring, gets his shirt off, and Dredd just nails Adam Grace in the gut, in the rib cage. Only a couple shows this weekend as Dredd chokes away on the mat. Southland Championship Wrestling in Chevenese, Illinois on the 18th. And Dynamo Pro Wrestling in St. Louis at Concordia Turners. That's all. That is all that's happening close by this weekend. And everything shuts down unless you want to go all the way to Ann, Illinois on December the 30th for Fight Underground. That's way out of the way, as is ACW Wisconsin. And Dredd nails Grace in the head, goes for the cover, only one count. Well, okay, two. Referee says two, but, you know. Grace punches away, and oh my goodness. Takes the leg up the armpit of Adam Grayson, drops down with it, just hyperextending the arm, but misses that moonsault. And Grace with the clothesline on Justin Dredd, and another one. Kick to the gut, kick to the head. Grace charges in, climbs up the top rope, hits in Seguri. Grace off the ropes, curb stomp of sorts, cover, 2 count. Well, the Midwest Gaming Classic will be coming back here in April, and Grace signaling an elbow drop here. And it's going to go on the outside and climb up the ropes. Wait a minute. Jack Daniels is out here! Jack Daniels is back out here! Jumps in, attacks Adam Grayson, causing the immediate disqualification, and here comes Sam Crane, who got victory over Jack Daniels in a previous episode of the program and runs them off. Well, that was cheap. Okay, you know what? Disagree with the ref, so I'm going to call this a disqualification victory for Adam Grace. Winner by disqualification in 3 minutes and 15 seconds. That was completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. Well, it was inevitable. Oh, wait, don't. Oh, they tried to sneak in, but Salem Crane had an equalizer, and Daniels and Dredd just run off like scalded dogs. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to take a look at the weekend schedule, and we will have that tag team match to close out our look at ACW Wisconsin, as Adam Grace picks up the title belt. Last week we showed footage from the Springfield Sliders press conference. We're going to show a little bit more with a question from Tim Givens.
Hold that for me. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Timothy Givens, and I got one main question for your entire group, your investors, everybody, even you, Jeff. You talked about community and keeping everything together in Springfield and going out in the community, nonprofits and everything else. I'm an owner and an operator of a professional wrestling group here in Springfield, and we've worked very closely with Todd Miller and the Sliders for the past 8 years. When this announcement came about the new program, the new ownership, and everything else, my first thought is, I got to be here, I have to ask that question. 2022 is going to be a big year for Springfield and the baseball community and everybody else. My question for you guys is, what does the future hold for Pinfall Wrestling Association and a relationship at Robin Roberts Stadium?
Can I take that one?
Yes.
I gotta be honest with you, I saw that Portillo's. I thought you were at Portillo's and you about to offer some lunch. But
I mean, I've got no problem with doing that. I'll call my boss. It's not a big deal. I'm here for another reason.
I think we can work out a deal with that. What I would tell you is I think that that's awesome. You know, the relationships that Todd had and the plans they had. we're open for business on anything. You know, you bring us an idea. We were telling Marty and Sean, the guys at the partnership, you know, we have this whole list of ideas at the building. We didn't come here with this preconceived plan of this is how it's going to have to be. You just can't do that. You know, a lot of teams, I might get in trouble for saying this, but they go out and they already have this name or this brand, and then they do this name this team competition, right? And then they already know it's going to be the XYZs, right? We don't have that. We don't have that. Now, we've kicked around ideas. Some people love the Sliders and the name Sliders. Tell us why. You know, fight for it. If that's the name you want, tell us why. So today, Capital of Fun is going to be up, and you'll be able to tell us all your ideas. As it relates to pinfall wrestling, the devil's in the details, my man. So let's sit down and talk about it and see what we can do. This guy's got a few wrestling connections here or there.
I'm sure you probably do.
But we certainly appreciate you being here and love what you guys are doing.
Thank you, man.
Well, to close out the show, we're going to be graced by the presence of WWE Hall of Famer Hornswoggle. Hornswoggle won himself a Nintendo Entertainment System in a WWE No Mercy tournament on the Nintendo 64. Well, I participated in that tournament, but sports games aren't my thing, and I was not familiar with that particular game. And of course, I never owned a Nintendo 64, but Hornswoggle gave up all of his video game stuff from way back when, and he was pretty happy to get a original Nintendo system again to relive memories from his past.
Give it up for Scott, everybody!
Guys, I just want to thank each and every one of you for supporting us all day today. I have a quick question for all of you first before we get to the main event. So, when Midwest Gaming Classic happens next year, is it okay if ACW happens again as well? I really hope everyone that's in charge and signing the checks really heard that. Guys, this really means a lot to us. We're able to put on a show for you guys, a brand new audience. Please come up to one of our shows on Mascot. We would love to have you. A really cool thing that happened this weekend. I got to meet who is now a really good friend of mine, John, last year's Midwest Gaming Champion. John, get in the ring here. Come on. Give it up for John. Come on, people. My friend John, he is the champion. Look at these titles. Look at the titles. Beautiful. And speaking of champions, guys, our main event features our heavyweight champion, our world champion. Are you guys ready for your main event? Well, thank you guys very much. Enjoy it. Bring it on out. Sonny, it's time for you. Thanks, guys. As you heard, the man introducing first from Fresno, California. He weighs in at 230 pounds, Drake Daniels.
Your favorite guy, Hornswoggle.
I hate him. He's awful.
He's your favorite. He's your favorite. Well, Hornswoggle's least favorite wrestler, Rick Daniels. Well, I made a decision. I am going to take a week off next week, as there was a technical problem with UPTV 6 and Access 4 at the last episode.
Bipartisan camera work.
You know, this clown Sam doesn't know me very well. We never met, never talked, so, you know, oh, look at that. What a jerk. Yeah, if you think I'm... I wonder what he thinks of my commentary of his matches. He doesn't like my camera work. He probably doesn't know. I don't even, not even associated with this organization, but must have thought I was hired or something. No, I'm freelance. Anyway. And this guy coming to the ring. So, for public access viewers, I will replay last week's episode. I don't know what the heck happened with it. The video plays fine on my end, but apparently their video system choked on the episode for some reason. The video file, and neither side didn't work. Sam Crane. So it will be the team of the champions who were taking on the duo that were challenging for the belts a little more than a week ago. I will not spoil the outcome of those championship matches that went down on December the 3rd, but taking the week off next week, that'll give me some time to work on the 2021 year in review edition of PWCI this week, and then after that, it could be anything. Got several ideas, but I haven't decided what I'm going to do, but I haven't gone to as many shows as I used to, and if you're not going to as many shows, you don't have as much footage to showcase that's relatively fresh.
And Sam Crane's partner, raising it at 202 pounds from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, your ACW World Heavyweight Champion, notorious Adam Grace.
Well, as I said earlier, I don't know why they call a title that's defended only in Wisconsin a world title, unless they're going across the border into Canada and defending it up there. That's the only way it could be a world title of any sort. That would be the only way we could call it a world title. But if it's only defended in the borders of Wisconsin, it's not a world title. Sorry, but it's true. Anyway, Adam Grace making his way to the ring, and here at the Midwest Gaming Classic, which will be back in late April, and ACW Wisconsin has put in a bid to return to the gaming convention, and because I'm going to that convention, they must be going as well, and if they're going as well, then I will be recording the matches to air on this program next year. And hopefully, I won't have any health issues. If I did, yeah, traveling while sick is no fun at all. I'm not going to cancel out. By the way, they did require a negative COVID test, which I did do a negative COVID test, but after I had gotten back the results, immediately got sick. So, you know, The negative COVID test doesn't mean much. I'm sorry to tell you, you can still get sick right after it. And I did so. But it wasn't COVID. Pulls on the corner, side suplex, Salem Crane on Justin Dredd and 2 count. Crane picking up, Justin Dredd working the arm. Here comes Drake, and hip toss, swing and a miss. Arm drag by Salem. Twists the arm. And there's the tag. And axe handle on Drake Daniels. Flying drop kick. And down goes. Drake Daniels cover. 1 count. I will say the next event for ACW Wisconsin, oh, look at that. Kick to the back, and Drake Daniels just throws him over his head. 1 count. ACW Wisconsin will return to the Oshkosh Masonic Center on January the 7th. That's a Friday. I will say that most promotions are taking the weekends of Christmas and New Year's off. Maybe IWA Unlimited running on a Tuesday night, but that will be it. Because it's midweek and not the weekend anyway. Of course, Fight Underground in Anna, Illinois, but that's that's a long drive south. And that will be on the 30th of December at the Quicks Skating Rink. Dredd standing on the ear of Adam Grace. Now go for the cover, and only a 2. As I stated, these two fought for the ACW Heavyweight title. I will not spoil the result of that match in this episode because that would, I guess, spoil this match a little bit. Salem Crane defended his Water City title against Drake Daniels. Here's a cover. Again, 2 successive covers and only a 2 count. Why is Justin Dredd claiming he's disregarded anyway? Maybe his ring gear. I know. His ring gear was discarded or disregarded. Daniels. Axe handle to the gut. That has fallen here at the Wisconsin Center in Milwaukee. Now this has been an unusual few weeks because I have not been to too many shows. Yes, airing this footage from Wisconsin, even though we cover the Central Illinois wrestling scene in downstate, well, Missouri, and pretty much downstate Illinois. We don't go to Wisconsin for wrestling shows because I don't drive that far. Well, I thought he was going to do a double team move, but he just went for a cover and kind of wasted that double team attempt. Dredd, snap there, and kick to the back, kick to the chest. And now, Dredd putting Adam Grace in position and moonsault, nobody home. And running! Well, that was like a curb stomp, except Dredd was on his feet when the stomp was delivered, but you know, that could still be a curb stomp just because stomping his head down to the ground. Anyway. Grace tags in Salem Crane, and here comes Drake Daniels. Crane, clothesline on Drake. Swing and a miss. Side elbow by Salem. Cover, 2 count. Drake Daniels gonna go for the ride here unless breaks free, picks him up. And the feet kick the head of the ref and going for the double underhook and a low blow from Justin Dredd. Here comes Adam Grace as the referee has been dispatched. Kick to the gut. Aussie DDT. Daniels, pick up. Fireman's carry. Grace gets out of the way. Double underhook. DDT. That's a Cactus Jack move. Flying elbow off the top. We don't have a ref right now. Hey, wait a minute. Who's this? Oh, that's the guy with the Midwest Gaming title earlier.
Alright, don't worry.
He's got a ref shirt. It counts. Wait a minute. Kick! Wham! Stunner! Minutes, 45 seconds. All the champs holding the gold. And yeah, I still have my title, the Galloping Ghost Arcade Gamer of the Year. Well, that will do it for this edition of PWCI this week. I am the Mad Conservative Crime Fighter. As I mentioned earlier, Dymo Pro is running in the St. Louis area. Southland Championship Wrestling in Chevanese, but that's about all. Well, we are taking a break next week, so your review show will be next. Merry Christmas.